Hollywood is on the brink of a shutdown for the first time since 1960, with some of its biggest actors likely to join a strike by scriptwriters. The Screen Actors Guild says deals have not been reached with studios and streaming services. They're demanding more royalties and safeguards around the use of artificial intelligence to preserve jobs. Well, Gina Yashavez, an executive producer and comedian. She's been on strike as a writer for 2 months, and since last night, she's striking as an actor too. Gina's in Los Angeles and with us live. A warm welcome to you. So you've talked in the past about your long battle for recognition in the UK and then the US. You're now, of course, successful, a well-known actor and writer. So why are you striking?
Because the industry is changing and inflation has gone up and our pay is not going up in line with the industry changes. With network TV, you're able to get paid properly for your work, and residuals, which are royalties. That has not happened since the streamers have come in, because they've not basically been held to the same account as the network TV. So basically, you can make a TV show, it can be watched by 50 million people around the globe, and these streamers can send you a check for 29 cents as a royalty, because there is no transparency. They don't have to tell you how many people are watching and how much money they're making from the show. So our money has gone down exponentially over the years, while the streamers and the executives at the top of these studios are making millions and billions of dollars.
And this isn't, of course, just about base pay and residuals or royalties in the streaming era. It's also about getting guarantees that your work and the work of writers won't be replaced by artificial intelligence. What conversations are currently happening in places like Hollywood to safeguard human talent?
Well, we're trying to safeguard it. The studios don't seem to be interested in safeguarding the future of the people that create the stuff that makes them the billions of dollars. You know, we're not against technology. We're against using our intellectual property to feed into the sausage machine that is AI. You know, to train the AI, you're going to have to feed information into it. And what they're doing is for writers specifically, they're going to want to feed our scripts, our intellectual property into AI, and whatever rubbish it spouts out of the other end, then they'll get maybe one writer to make it look like a human actually wrote it. And that's what they're trying to do. So that, you know, all we want is safeguards against them stealing our work and not paying us for using our work to train this robot in order to put us out of work. And for actors, now they can put the face of anybody on anybody's body to make any kind of movie. So basically what's going to happen is that there'll be less and less work for actors, and people's images can be used without their consent. And this is what we're trying to safeguard against.
And there are, of course, huge implications also for who potentially, as you say, owns the rights to people's images, to their voices. But what specifically, in terms of law, are you looking for in terms of safeguards?
Well, we just want to that. I don't want anybody using my image without my knowledge, without being at least remunerating me for that. There should be stuff put in place to stop that from happening. At the end of the day, you can't buy a human. Slavery is over. So you can't buy people and use their images without their consent. And that is what we're trying to fight against. And that we need stuff put in place to make sure that doesn't happen.
It's interesting that you use the word slavery there. You don't pull your punches in any way. I mean, what does the advent of AI mean, I guess, for young talent? Are they less likely to be spotted, do you think? What happens to the art of acting and writing?
Well, the art will be diminished. And it is for the younger actors coming in. If a computer can absolutely create the exact person that they want for whatever movie it is, it's going to push a lot of young up and coming actors out of the industry. And for writing, the same thing. If it's an industry that nobody can afford to be in anymore, the art of writing is going to be it's going to be gone. And basically, the only few people that can work in the industry are writers who can afford to do it for no money, i.e. tech bros and trust fund babies. So original voices will be driven out of the industry. Original looking actors will be driven out of the industry if they can just make a perfect robot example of what a human being can be. And so that's what we're fighting against. We're fighting against original. Yeah. We want original content, original voices, original people.
Understood.
Otherwise, we're just going to get
sure. I mean, you say you're not averse to technology. I mean, mean, can I very, very lastly ask you, do you see any redeeming feature, any silver lining in AI that could in any way help the creative process, help the industry further forward?
Absolutely. We're not against technology. I'm about using stuff to help us do things quicker or more efficiently, but not to the detriment of the people that create the content. If you're going to have AI writing scripts and AI acting in movies, that is going to be the end of original content. You're never going to get another Breaking Bad. You're never going to get another Insecure, because original voices will be gone, because it'll all be just computer generated, and you're literally just going to have a sausage machine feeding out amalgamations of previous work and just rejigging it for future projects. You're never going to get original stories again. And that's not what we want. We can use AI to help us create better content, to help us do things much more efficiently, but not to replace human emotion and interaction and human stories.
A technological sausage machine. It sounds like a nightmare prospect. Gina Yashere, it's been a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.